Alrighty, fellas and fellas. So I've decided to voice over this. My iPhone mic is just destroyed. I don't know why, but it's not working right. So what this video is going to be today, you guys, is on the 74 Charger and the solution to the engine problem that we've been having and all that stuff. Hope you guys enjoy this engine teardown and what our solution is. I will see you guys in the next one. Much love, you guys. Bye bye. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Please, you guys, it means a lot. A lot of you guys aren't subscribed, but continue to watch, which I appreciate the watch, but can we please subscribe too? I will see you guys next one. Tons of more content coming. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of this Hickabilly tearing down his 440. Alrighty, fellas and fellas. So after all the shit we've had to do on this engine, we decided that we were just going to pull it out. We'll pull the heads off of it. So what you guys are about to watch is me pulling the heads off of it. This thing was having a bad problem with like backfiring and things like that, and I thought maybe timing, I thought carburetor, I tried everything. So what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling off the carburetor off of the engine. This is actually a 750 Holley that I bought at some swap meet years ago. This is all time-lapse, by the way, and I'm trying to add some commentary here and there instead of just the usual music. I know I don't have a voice for it, but right now I'm just pulling out the Allen-headed intake bolts out of the intake manifold. Yes, that white thing in my arm, that is a main line. That's because I had surgery on my knee and they wanted to run antibiotics through me to make sure everything went fine. So that's what's going on here. So I really don't know what else to say, you guys, besides this was the last thing I ever wanted to do. I wanted to be driving this car, but life has different plans sometimes, so we just roll with it. And yeah, it's became quite the ordeal, shall I say. Hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. There's tons more to do on this car and other cars that we got. So let's keep moving. Alright, you guys, so damn GoPro batteries died. So I got the intake off of it. And right now I'm pulling the valley pan intake gasket, whatever you would like to call it, off. And now I'm pulling the push rods out of the engine which I got new ones, thank God. I thought I had sold my 440 push rods that I bought a long time ago, but I still have them. So we'll be using comp 440 push rods. Hopefully. Now I'm pulling the braces off, which I should have done before I started, but hey, you roll with the flow here around here. So now I'm just procrastinating a little bit because I know what's coming and I really just don't want to do it. So now I'm pulling the things like the dipstick out, pulling the battery I think out of the way. Maybe. Actually, I don't know what I'm pulling. I'm pulling something important, I'm sure. So we got more of me standing around. These GoPros make it really nice to do shit like this. Oh, I'm pulling the power steering pump off the front. Now I remember what I was doing. Took me a minute, which I don't really know why I pulled that off, because technically I guess that didn't have to come off, but it just made it easier. Now I'm jacking the car up, putting the carboneer, because now we have to get underneath and undo the exhaust that we just put on it. So, lots and lots of up and down, up and down, up and down. And keep in mind, in this video, I wasn't even fully healed yet from surgery. I'm just tired of sitting in the house. Between the wreck and now the surgery and all this stuff, it's playing wonders on me, you guys, and it's alright. I'll be back to where I was. So now I set down some rims because that's what we use for jack stands, rims underneath tires. Now I guess I'm just moseying on doing something that's not important. Alrighty, guys, so I'd walked away. I'd been done. Now Dad's back home. I think he was at doctor's or something. So we pulled the driver's side manifold off. Passenger side was kind of a bear. We ended up having to get a cherry picker in there to lift that up because it's such a tight fit with this 440 in this car. Keep in mind, this car wasn't a factory 440 car. This car is a factory, I can't remember if it's 318 or 360 car. I think it's a 360 car. It is a factory dual exhaust car. I mean, it's got a bunch of options. I have the build sheet over on my, it was hanging up on the wall, but I got to get a new picture frame for it because I broke it. Right now I'm pulling the head bolts out of it. Got the head off of it, which that was a bear. That was a nightmare. That hurt, I should say. So, yeah, I mean, Simple stuff. These are no throw heads. These are 452 heads. So I should tell you guys what our goal was. Our goal is just to lap the valves at this point. At this point. That being the key word. Now Dad's looking at them. We're trying to see if we can see light through them. Something like that. Alright, you guys. So now I have the heads up on a bench. I'm starting by pulling all the valve springs out. Now what I do is before I pull the valve springs, I tap with a hammer. That way all that gunk and build up kind of gets knocked loose, and it makes it a little easier to compress the spring. Otherwise, you might break your spring compressor or bend it because all the carbon and build up and shit. So I recommend using a small magnet valve spring compressor. Of course, you're gonna need one of them. Paint the head. That's what I just did there. Was I painted the head and I actually sprayed a line on my metal workbench. That way, I could put every valve in order from that black line down. Is how they would go back into the head. And that's how I ended up doing it. You could mark the cylinders, but these heads were gonna have to be clean. So chances are they would have got that mark would have been gone. You would have put like 1, 2, 3, you know, whatever you lapped them to. Whatever cylinder you lapped them to, you'd want to keep it that way. Now, Dad had told me just throw this on the bench like this, and it worked so much better. So that's what I ended up doing. See me tapping them, doot, tapping them, doot, tapping them, compressing them, pulling the keepers out, tapping it, doot. And it just goes on like this. Now, a lot of this, I thought, was just, hey, we'll be able to lap this together, and we'll be good to go. So that was music I had playing. So what I'm doing now is I'm lapping the valves. I have one of the paddles, but I prefer to use a drill nowadays. It just makes it quicker, in my opinion. You're not really gonna do no harm to the necessarily like valve seats or anything. It's not gonna hurt anything in there. Just make sure you get all that valve lapping compound off of the valve before you go putting it back together. You should thoroughly wash the head because that stuff is coarse and it could damage something if it's ran through your engine. So yeah, it's just, this was a tedious process, very, very tedious process, and enjoyable process, and probably wouldn't call it a very enjoyable process, but it's not like extremely hard work. It just sucked that I should have done this prior to putting this engine in. Always do this, you guys. Always pull cylinder heads off of an engine and lap the valves at the very least. Put new gaskets in, new timing chain, oil pump. These are all things I recommend. As you guys seen, it bit me in the ass thoroughly to do this. So you guys, now I'm putting the valves back together, new valve seals, all that stuff. I thought, well, we're good to go. Well, Dad decided that he was going to test these with water after we had lapped them and put them back together, and they still leaked. So if water leaks through your valves or your valve seat, then air is going to escape. It's just that simple. It's supposed to be an airtight fit, therefore there's not supposed to be water leaking. And one of them, when he opened them up, or when he put water in them, it just fucking poured. It was like you turn on a faucet. It was bad, like really, really bad. Again, I could get you guys this valve compressor number. It's not sponsored. It's like $200 though, but I watched Chris Birdsong use his, and I love that damn thing. That thing's awesome. It's a great tool. You could get by with the O'Reilly's ones me and Dad did for many, many years. Now, I was actually commenting in my buddy Mako's live stream when I was doing this. I was watching their live stream. If you guys want to see some reviews of some locales, if you're into that stuff, go check out their channel. If not, that's okay. And if you'd like, just go subscribe anyways. They're great guys. Jeff's one of my buddies on here. So now Dad's finishing up my job. He took them back apart and relapped them, and it still didn't fix the issue, guys. So here's our solution here. Howdy, you guys. So as you guys see, the last part was me turning on these heads right here. Not these ones, these ones. So what I have found is these heads are junk. I don't know if it's the guides that are just done, if it is the seats that are done, or it's the valves that are done. Either way, that could run me into a money pit. I don't want to spend a lot of money. Well, I don't want to spend a lot of money on these 452s. They're not going to give me the best performance anyways. So what you guys are seeing behind me is what we're going to use. I'll spin you guys around, and I will show you guys what we are going to use. Alright, so here's what we got. These are a set of aluminum heads. They are a set I found on eBay. Now, this could either bite me in the ass or this could be good. Either way, I don't know yet, but they look pretty good. Everything looks good. So yeah, the 440 is getting aluminum heads. Now, so I was gonna say, well, why didn't you redo those? Well, here's why. These have a closed chamber design. These do not. That'll bump up my compression automatically, give us some horsepowers. Plus, when I build that big bad 440, either this winter, next summer, something like that, these heads can go on it and will perform better than these heads ever would. The only part that concerns me with aluminum heads, especially that your cheap ones, even Speedmaster or 440 Source, is these guides. So I'm probably gonna take these to my machine shop, have him look them over, and if they need any work like that, have it done. I would much rather sink money into these heads than the 452s, because I don't know where to start with the 452s. I could start with guides, and that's still not solve my problem. Then I would have to start with fucking your, oh, I can't think of the right word for it. Your seat. I'd start with all that stuff, and then I would come to find out it's just valves. You know, it's a hole I don't want to dive into instead of 452s. But I will throw these in the shed, and eventually I'll just buy new valves, see if that fixes the problem. If not, they'll go on the scrap pile after that. But I had the money from selling parts and everything to purchase these, so wish us luck with that. Thank you guys for watching to this point. I really appreciate every single one of you guys that watch these videos. We're almost at 1,800 followers. Said a lot of you guys that do watch these videos aren't subscribed, so please subscribe. My name is Austin. His name's Jack. We build old cars like this. Some of it's our personal stuff, some of it's customer stuff. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.